So the update just dropped recently and I used up all my tickets already. So we have 9 more hours to wait. So in the meantime, we're going to test out this all new Paragon, and we're not just going to test it out normally. We're going to be testing it out on the new map quarry on Unpoppable. So you see this little thing here that says I'm on round 102. I want it to be higher. I want to have the highest one that none of my friends can compete with and be super cool. So with that said, we're going to play it on Unpoppable to get that with the new Engineer Paragon, because I imagine he's going to be super strong. But I ain't no silly guy. I know this is going to be pretty dang tough just because we don't have a mana shield. We don't have Benjamin for the money. No, we do have Benjamin for the money. We don't want Benjamin. We're testing out the new Adora here. What are we thinking? We have to go for the Vengeful true Adora as well, because it wouldn't be an update video without that. Now, I want to know below if all of you guys already tried out the Engineer Paragon. What round did you get him to on his own? I'm going to try to get to like a max degree Paragon, but on round 76, doing like that regrow farm is going to be quite tough. I was thinking like maybe should we just go with like the bottom path 5th tier one? Because then he can pretty much capture everything, but then we'll have to have the Sentry Champion standing by to clean up whatever this guy, when his little case of Bloons goes away, right? Another thing that's going to be tough for me as well is going to be placing these farms. So I think what we should do, we need to place our Adora down one of these days, huh? And I think we'll place her right here so she can see like all this track, and we're going to be good to go. I'm just so used to placing down Benjamin that I'm like, oh, I already have my Benjamin, and I just wasted $300 there. But for those of you who think she's awesome as well and have not turned on hero sounds to hear her voice, you definitely need to do that, because her voice is crazy cool, creepy as all get out, and echoey as a echo chamber, and it's just really cool to hear. What's crazy to me is that Adora essentially isn't any better, but just having this cool skin makes her better for me, and she's literally soloing here. Like, I never play with Adora, so seeing this is just really awesome to see, and I'm now like gives me reason to use her. So now I'm like, oh, she's so cool, she's so strong, like if she wasn't before. Now I'm a little worried about my farms. This map isn't, I wouldn't say, the best for farming, so I think what I'm going to do is just place garbage farms everywhere, and then what we'll do is we'll just have like our big stack of them maybe in this area here if we can fit a few. I just need like 4 or 5 to do my cool little Monkeyopolis thing so we can get that money for that engineer, right? I honestly don't know what to do for the Moab. I'm guessing just maybe go with like the fighter plane, just because we just don't really have enough to pop with here. I would assume, right? Oh, actually, we could just go with this guy and help out. I am so used to Benjamin doing all the work for me and making the Moab super weak that I'm just like, that's just what I'm used to at this point. It's a little scary, but maybe Adora's ability will be decent. I'm not actually sure. This guy will pop it open, then we'll have to use our ability. Let's just use the ability just to be safe. There we go. I think we'll be okay with that. Now, we do have to worry about a lot of ceramics here, but we need to focus on that money, because I think by 76, we have to have a pretty substantial amount here so we can do that regrow farm. Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to get a max degree Paragon. So I think I built up a pretty good main defense here. We have the tack to destroy everything, and then Adora can clean it up. And if it fails to do that, then we do have our ability at last second. And this farm area seems pretty decent. I feel like I could put a village up here to increase my range for this one, and then maybe fit all 4 or 5 farms in here. That could be pretty awesome. And then maybe put this one right here. There we go. That's a 5 farmopolis, maybe a 6 if I can get up here. Looks like you can't even place the farm up here actually, so that takes that away. But now we have a 5 farmopolis, cool. But then I also like, are we going to be able to have an opolis by 76 with extra money to buy all this stuff? We might just end up having to sell everything anyway, which could be kind of a bummer, because at $22,000 these things are a little chunky. So let's actually sell some of these to get this on the ball rolling, I guess you'd say, just because it's getting a little out of hand. Change of plans. We're going to get a 3 farmopolis and make as much money as we can before 76, and then we'll sell and get everything that we can to get our little farm going. I think it's going to be kind of tough though without like an absolute 0 and our 5th tier engineers. So we're going to have to rough it here and make that money. All right, so it looks like we made it, and we have a ton of money here. I think we can do everything we need to do without stressing about it. Let's hope this works, guys. I really do hope it works. This should blow everything away, and it should start some craziness, and you guys should be able to clean everything up, but I don't actually know. So far, so good, but it also looks like it's overwhelming. Yeah, it is overwhelming. That's not good. But maybe if we just keep using the ability, we can kind of like clean it up and then slow it down, clean it up, slow it. Oh my God, there's a huge regrow farm happening. So let's actually sell one of the glues and one of the little dudes here and see if that'll help anything at all. That's just not going to cut it. This is definitely not the most ideal way to get to 16 million, but the engineers are just not strong enough on their own. So I bought my little buddy over here. He's going to help out, and he'll probably get some pops too. So maybe we can get a boomer one later. But so far it's doing pretty well. This guy's capturing all the balloons that he can, and then this guy just tries to pop some stuff. Meanwhile, our boomer kind of takes the back end. But with a little bit of a coffee break, maybe a dog walk here or there, I'll be back in a little bit. So it took 35 minutes, but we were able to get that 16 million, a little over actually. And then we almost got this guy to the 16 million, but he's not the point of this story. So I didn't want to take much longer. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to have to like re-farm again. So I think what we can do, can we set this guy up there? Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if it's in his range, but it looks like we still can, or maybe we can't because it is red. That is a bummer. So we'll just put it right here for now. That works out. Now I have a question for you all below. Now let's say we were going for the Apex Plasma Master. We would spam the map with tons of these Super Monkey fan clubs because they cost the most, right? So now the fact that the engineer costs like a lot more than that, oh, almost double, do I need to not do as many? I'm still gonna spam like 35 of them just to be safe because I want to make sure we get that level 76 Paragon. But do you need to? You probably only need like 20 or so since that thing costs so much, right? And that's funny. Apparently I was wrong. I could put the super dude right here. It just wasn't done in time. So that will speed this thing up and give us a lot more money, because unfortunately, since the engineer wasn't strong enough to like kind of handle it himself like the boomerang can do on his own, we had to spend more money on more fifth tiers, which is kind of a bummer. I really thought this was going to take forever, but this guy actually makes a lot of money. He sucks these things up. I never use this fifth tier. Look at already $70,000. I thought this was going to take forever. Oh my gosh. He literally just, oh, I thought he sucked everything up on 95. I'm going to use my ability here just to be safe in case this guy can't take everything out. Come on, boomerang. What are you doing with your life? Kind of pathetic, huh? I thought for sure that guy would just kind of knock everything out, and he's not. So maybe we're going to have to get this guy. I don't want to have to get another tower here, this tax zone, but maybe we can do something else. What if we just use the ability first off, right? Yeah, now we do have Embrittle, and that thing's going to like break everything down. I think this should be okay. We'll use her first ability too. It's just 95, right? Like 96 will probably just, or 99 will probably suck right up into that thing. It's just there's too many for 95. Look at right now, the Monkeyopolis says, oh, you can't see, it says 6,000. Oh, it did say 6,000. I wish my big head wasn't in the way. For a quick second, it just said how many farms there were and nothing else. That was pretty crazy. There's not even 6 farms, there's 5. Why would it say 6,000? That makes no sense. But we're gonna stack this up just a little bit for now. I don't wanna spin that much, obviously, but I think this guy's gonna help a lot. And then we'll actually move this guy back to here. And the reason why is because we need it to be more of a cleanup rather than like, actually, if that's the case, then we should put this guy on the very back end. So like it's worst case scenario, right? Can we get all these EDTs? Come on, buddy, come on, come on. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Now we're already on the bad. We have to hope, we really have to hope that they can take this thing down, because if they can't, this guy can't just suck it up. It doesn't work like that. So we might have to like maybe, no, we can break this open right now, right? We can do it. We can do it. Yes, break it open. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It's actually a pretty good team here. I'm not like down in it at all. So oddly enough, we are struggle bussing. This is so much harder because we had to buy 2 of these guys and we couldn't start farming right away. And now we're just like kind of constantly behind on money, and that's never a good sign. And the problem is I got to get this 5th tier ultra boost for $1 bajillion, and he's not going to help us get to this master builder. Unfortunately, it's just a necessary evil at this point. $780,000. We're talking a lot of dough here. I think what I should do in the meantime is get something like this though to help out, because we are getting wrecked to this kind of stuff, like just regular like fortifieds a lot. So this is getting like super scary overwhelming, guys. Like it really is, and we're not even close. It feels like, oh my goodness, we have to just hope this guy can get everything without dying, and then I'm not continuing, we're not doing it. So we'll just have to blast that first ability. I just need $72,000, and it feels like we're just right at the cusp of it, and we're just fighting here. We are fighting. There we go. This should help out a little bit at least. At least it comes down that line like that. We can just wreck everything. That's what I'm talking about. I'm even going to get Moab Domination. I feel like that's going to help out, just push those big uglies back. And that's just what we're going to have to do here. And then once we can, we'll buy our Ultra Boost. We'll save up for everybody. I think this could be a solid play. And then we'll put this guy like, I think like right here, right? So we can just get the whole track at one point. We'll go all the way to that overclock Ultra Boost. We should be able to handle this and hold this off and finally get it. But 120 is going to be scary, because don't we get like a fortified bad? So round 119, we get 2 bads. Oh my gosh, 2 whale bads, but we have a lot more than we did before. And we could also like overclock this little tack right here. If I can find my cursor, that should be enough to handle all this stuff. Oh, we get 3 bads. Are you kidding me? So on, oh my gosh, is 120 really going to be like a real big one? We'll save our money for now just in case, because we don't know what we're going to be getting. I don't want to screw around here. Well, it looks like we'll be okay. So I'm going to grab my Ultra Boost and I'm going to start Ultra Boosting my tack actually. Get that thing a little bit of help. We just need $780,000 and we have 260 something over here. So we need 500 grand. Can we do it? I think we honestly can. We're doing pretty well. And this dude right here is really helping us out. Like a lot. And our girl Adora is finally hitting like her prime awesome. I believe after this one right here. And thank you, Boomerang, because look how he holds back those fortified ZOMGs that we can't break down. So that is so golden. And like I said, once we get this Adora up, it's going to be even crazier. There you go. Level 20, Voidora, looking awesome, sounding awesome. We're on our way here. I think she can do a lot of damage on her own. A lot of damage on her own. No? Oh my goodness, what just happened? What even was that? Why did we just get flustered like that? I added another little preemptive behind my head over here because I feel like that's gonna help us out. We just need as much as we can right now, and these guys are nuts. Just straight nuts. There's too much going on. Look at preemptive go on these DDTs. He is irreplaceable, indispensable, irreplaceable, however you want to say it. We almost got a full ×10 on our tax zone. This was a bad idea going into Unpoppable, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this was the smartest play on our part, but it seems to be working just fine for now. So I don't want to bite myself in the foot, but it looks like we have a pretty solid strategy here. And as a lot of grifters say, you need to spend money to make money. And I am now spent a lot of money because I was like, we need more farm money because we can sell all this stuff later. We need 750 grand. Plus I just realized too, we have to buy a few of the overclocks too, right? To get even more popping, or will this popping take over? Because right now we currently have 20 million, right? Because this guy, 31,000. I thought he was going to help out a little bit more. We have like 19 million pops, which is pretty insane. Okay, so here's the big dog I was worried about. I'm just going to start spamming all my abilities here, and we just have to hope that we can do this. I'm actually kind of nervous, but like I said, we'll spam them all. We can at least get him down to a little bit, right? If not, we can sell everything. I know we have enough money for our Paragon. I just want this to be perfect situation, and I'd love to like destroy it if I can, and we did. We took down a fortified bad with this. Oh my gosh, we are going to have the strongest Paragon in the game, and I'm pretty stoked about it here. So I'm actually getting like super overwhelmed right now. It's actually kind of scaring me. So I guess we'll just like hit this guy again, maybe if I can find my mouse. Oh my gosh, don't die. We got this team. Blast them away. There you go. Look at Adora though. She's so cool. She's so cool. We're going to use her first ability too because she's like the beast of all beasts right here. I think we have enough to sell everything because I know with 500,000 we could sell just our farms. So if we sold our farms, our boats, this preemptive and stuff, I know we can get it. But the problem I'm having is like I am a little nervous that we're going to buy it and it's not going to be enough. Like we're still going to get wrecked on. That's why I just would rather have as much money as I possibly can and make this thing perfect. Look at this guy with overclock. If you overclock this dude, he can't even put him back. That was insane. Watch this. He just like literally pushes him back to the front. He says, you're not coming back through here. And if he was on top, he literally, oh no, he's doing it anyway. He's literally sending them back to the beyond and just says, get the heck out of here. That is so cool. I'm going to blast a little first strike to help us out a little bit. So it's getting to the point that every time I see a bad, I have to micro all of my abilities, make sure I got them all intact because we are getting wrecked now, guys. It's getting too much for us, especially at 148. I feel like 150 is just going to be a wrecking ball. We have been boosting up our adora, which is nice. She's already a level 7 overclocked ability. But look, we can't even get this guy down to arm floaties yet. This is what I'm talking about. It's getting a little out of hand here. We could blast everything as much as we want to, but can we take it down? That's the question here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got that one. But like I said, every single round, and then we don't even know if we're going to beat it. Oh my gosh. I think this might be our downfall. Round 149. But what we're going to do, since we do have enough money now, I think we're just going to stop on this one. We're going to stop testing our luck here, and we're going to buy that thing because we don't have to even sell our farms at this point. We could just sell the little red farms and all the other stuff we bought, and then for 750 we'll be good to go. But I do want to run a quick test here. With over 18 million pops, what can we get to with just this one? 69. Heck yes. So we have 10 extra overclocks. That should be enough to get this guy to 76, right? 73. So we're gonna need 20 or close to it. So crazily enough, that leaves us with like 100 grand short. So we're actually going to have to sell that farm. But this should be 76 for sure, 100% of the time. There we go. We have a max degree Paragon. It only took 10 years, guys, but we made it. And now, what you've all been waiting for. We actually have enough to get the Boomer too, so we can take this even farther, and we can get the Voidora, Vengeful Temple of all craziness. This is going to be awesome if we can get it there. But now with this Paragon, I feel like I don't need to really mess with this guy. He can just kind of do it himself, right? We just got to make sure we put down our actual lasers here. For sure, my favorite one's the flamethrower. I think the flamethrower is so awesome. It's just brokenly crazy cool looking. And then we can get this one, which is just going to be the rocket launcher, like legit rocket launcher. We'll put him on, is it that one? Yeah, it's that one that shoots the rockets, right? So we'll put him on strong, and that could be pretty cool. I was hoping these guys could be buffed by a village, but they cannot, unfortunately. That would have been pretty cool as well. I didn't even realize how much pops these guys are already getting. Me just like lazily dragging this purple laser around when I'm trying to like click on my farms and stuff. Look, this guy has 2 million pops. This green one has over 1.8 million. And this one, the red one, the flamethrower, the coolest one, has 2.5 million pops. That is pretty gnarly for the fact that we've only been around for a few rounds here. Here we are on round 163, one of the scariest rounds in the game, at least for me. But this guy is 31 million pops with his little buddies being at 7 million, 8 million, and another 5 million. That is intense. And what's also really cool is when Adora starts shooting, it looks like it's coming out of the Paragon. It just looks like he has like octopus tentacles just going crazy. But honestly, I feel like I made a mistake by getting the bottom path boomer because each round's taking, no joke, like 2 to 3 minutes because he just sits there and pushes back everything fortified and they never go away. But I don't want to lose 14 million pops. He's going to be an easy like level 76 Paragon once we get him. But my goodness, this is going to take all day. I need like a million, $1,500,000 to get my Vengeful Adora. This is going to take all day. Until I realize that I'm dumb and don't know how to play this game. This heli pilot can attack anywhere on the map, so he can attack up there. And then I got BMA to also break them down, so we can speed up the rounds like at least by triple just by doing that. And if we wanted to, we could buy even more and get like the Flying Fortress to help us out. There's a lot of options. I'm just over here being a dummy. All right, now this guy has 18.7 million. And this one has 14 million pops. So I should not have to, in theory, buy any darn extra monkeys because this should be a level 76 on its own. 69, I'm okay with that. I think that's a funny number. I'll stick with that one. We're not going to sit there and stress about an extra little few degrees there. That's actually pretty cool. But you know what's purely crazy to me as well? This engineer monkey has 84 million pops, which is insanity, right? That's really good. But this guy, a lone alchemist, has 36 million pops, and I barely threw him on here a few rounds ago. So could you imagine how broken an alchemist Paragon's gonna be if it has this little Bloons Master alchemist thing on his Paragon? Broken. It's just gonna eliminate fortified bads, I'd imagine. It'd be so crazy. All right, this may be the final Paragon of this run because these Paragons are taking forever to get. That's only level 36. Are you kidding me? But now we still need more money because I am getting Vengeful Adora, even if it takes me all day. This has taken 2 hours so far since I started recording, and the time it took to do the little regrow farm and all that, we're talking 2 hours. So we unfortunately have come too far to where we are now struggling like crazy, and those fortified bads are just too much for us. So what we're going to do here is we're going to, is that enough for us? I don't actually know. So we'll go with this one just to be safe. Yeah, that'll be some more money there. We got the military. Let's get rid of this one, get rid of that support, and we'll get some more primary here. And there we go for that temple right there. We actually do not have enough here. That is really sad. So I think what I'm going to do is get rid of the boomer because this guy has a lot more, and this guy's already catching up to the boomer. So I think the boomer is going to be our least one right now. And now when we buy this, she should be a Vengeful Adora, I would imagine, right? Let's just hope, guys. Let's hope we did all this not for nothing. Come on, Vengeful Adora. Because she does look awesome, like completely awesome. Did I screw it up? Does she like have to be in range? Now, I honestly don't know what I could have done wrong that first time, but this should be it for sure. Come on, there she is. There's the beautiful Adora, and she's in that light purple. Now she's in the Vengeful Adora, so it just has to be in range. That actually makes some good kind of sense there. So we're actually gonna sell all this down because I don't want any of this. We're just gonna solo it with these three and just get a little crazy here. We'll get this dude too and go all the way up like that. Now we should be okay here. With this team, you'd imagine it would be a little bit broken, I would imagine, right? So I am ultra boosting him. We do have this one. We have this one here. This should go on for like a few rounds, I would hope. I just wish we could use the Navark of the Sea a little better. I do have him on a tech bot, but that's kind of a bummer, and I just lose anyway. All that work, you gotta be kidding me. This game makes me cry inside sometimes. But we did it. We tried. We got it, guys. We got the Paragon, and we got Vengeful Adora, Voidora, and that was our goal, and we accomplished it. And if you enjoyed that, then I know you'll like this video where we give every tower in the game the ability to use cluster bombs. So darts blow up into explosions. Boomerangs blow up into explosions. It's crazy, and you got to check it out.